Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Gemma and today I am going to be talking about what my experience has been over the last 3 years of being a booktuber and how that's changed, and it's all nicely packaged up in the evolution of a booktuber tag, which is a tag that my lovely friend Jack put together. Jack over at Spread Book Joy. If you're not familiar with Jack, go check her out. She's absolutely fantastic. And what Jack does really well is she puts together these tags that are really just a framework to have a discussion about an interesting topic. And I think that this is a very interesting topic. And so let's get into it. So just for a bit of background, I have been on BookTube for 3 and a bit years. I think I started in July 2021. Counting, it's hard. So yeah, it's been 3 and a bit years, and my channel has definitely changed a lot since then, and my approach as a booktuber has changed a lot since then. And so Jack has 3 sort of broad prompts, discussion points, and the first of which is extinction. So things that I don't do my channel anymore, things that have been binned off, sacked off, have faded away as time has continued. And I watched Brian at Bookish do this tag the other day, and he also mentioned this, which is that I don't really do tags anymore, which is ironic given that this is a tag video. But as I sort of said at the beginning, this is actually more of a framework for a discussion rather than a sort of standard tag, which if you're newer to watching or participating in BookTube, usually there's set prompts and you answer each prompt with a book or a certain question. And yeah, so this is definitely more of a conversational style tag. Also, no, I'm not going to be around the bush. Jack is like one of my absolute best friends, so I will do anything that she asks me to do. So there is that. What else do I not do that I used to do? So I did, and Jack talked about this on her video, I did for a very short time do one of the little like intro with music things. They're like Gemma Books, do, 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 do. I can't even remember what it was really like. If I can find it, I'll put a little clip in. We are doing my December TBR. But I quickly got rid of that for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I am just not very creative, so it's a bit pants, and also I don't particularly like watching them on other people's channels, so I didn't see the point in including it in mine, and it didn't really add anything. I mean, I do have longer videos, but I try and keep my videos relatively short, so then to take up a portion of that video with fluff, basically, it's fluff, isn't it? Let's be honest. I just didn't see the point. So yeah, so that doesn't happen anymore. I would also say that I would like to think that I am less awkward in front of the camera now. When I first started, it was really weird talking to a camera, and now I'm quite used to it. As you can see, I am just sat here chatting to you, and it's all fine and dandy. So yeah, I think I've got over that sort of awkwardness of talking to myself. I'm an excellent self-talker now, but hopefully there's someone listening on the other side of the camera as well, right? So I think it helps to know that there are people who are watching and commenting and having a discussion on this. Granted, not right at this very moment, but when once I've edited it and sent it out, then yeah. Speaking of editing, definitely my editing has come on leaps and bounds. I've never edited a video before before I logged my first BookTube video, and so yeah. Am I excellent at it? Absolutely not. I do it all on my phone. I don't have any whizzy technology. I use a free editing app, and I just cut out basically the bits where I forget what I'm about to say. Otherwise there'd be some very long pauses in some of my videos. and I do cut out some of the stuff with the kids and the dog, you will see that there is an element of that left in, because that is my life. But like, you don't need to hear Charlie having a 10-minute conversation with me in the middle of a video. No one needs that. I don't need that. You don't need that. So that has changed. Also, when I first started posting videos, I used to watch my own videos back, because I didn't get very many views. So like, it was a whole view, and I used to watch it from start to finish for engagement score. I used to give myself a little like, and yeah, I don't do that anymore. I actually detest watching my own videos back, because I notice all the things that I could have edited or said differently, and it winds me up. So I don't tend to watch my videos back. Obviously, I'm watching them when I edit them anyway, so I make sure that I don't say anything completely stupid. But yeah, no, I don't. I don't go back and watch my videos anymore. One of the other things, when you go back, I mean, it was only 3 years, but I have changed quite a lot in that time. I mean, clearly I'm 3 years older. And when I went back to watch some of my older videos for this tag to see what I was doing, I used to straighten my hair all the time. This, like, monstrosity, I used to straighten it all, and it was all nice and smooth and organised. And I have not straightened my hair probably in 2 years. 18 months, 2 years. I just don't do it anymore. It's not good for curly hair. But also, like, I just don't want to waste hours of my life straightening my hair. It's just not, I just don't care that much about it. So yeah, that was quite interesting to look at straight haired Gemma from back in the day. I also, when I first started, I wanted to make friends. I said, "Oh, someone be friends with me." So I used to spend a lot of time looking for new booktubers, people who had started about the same time as me, so looking for the booktube newbie tag, and finding these people and trying to talk to them and seeing if they were like my people, and I spent a lot of time doing that, and I don't do that so much anymore, and that's a bit sad really, because I would like to support new booktubers more. However, I have a massive subscriber list, and I have some fantastic people that I just don't get to watch as often as I would like, because there's only so many hours in the day. And so usually if I've got a spare half an hour, I'm going to go and watch a booktuber that I really rate and haven't watched for a while, rather than looking for someone new. There are exceptions to that. Sometimes a video will pop up in the home screen and I'm like, oh, that looks really interesting, or a booktuber is recommended by another booktuber that I do follow. But yeah, I don't really go down the new booktuber rabbit hole very much anymore, which is a shame, but there's only so many hours in the day, right? So the next prompt in the tag is adaptation. What are some things that you have done on your channel that you thought you would never do? And pretty much everything. Everything. The fact that I have managed to keep going for 3 years is impressive, because I am one of those people who I quite often pick up hobbies and then drop them quickly. So yeah, I tend to pick up knitting every winter for about 8 weeks, and then I don't look at it again until 8 weeks the following winter and things like that. So the fact that I've kept consistent with it is impressive, something I wasn't really expecting. I have backed off the strict schedule. We're going back into the Extinction part now. I don't have a strict schedule anymore. I just try to put 2 to 3 videos up a week, and when I can I do, and when I can't I don't, and I don't beat myself up about that. But the things that I have achieved on the channel, I have been pretty amazed with, really. So I set up a book club. Never thought I'd do that. So that is with my lovely friend Jack, the creator of this tag, and Alice from Alice and the Giant Bookshelf, and we just have had a blast running the booktube, picking the books, doing all the stuff. Obviously we lost Alice this year, which has been really difficult, but the fact that we created this thing together is really special, and yeah, I love the book club, and I love all the people who join in with the book club and comment on the books and the discussions that we have in the lives. Love that. Never thought that would be a thing. Linked to that is lives in themselves. Never thought I'd do a live. and I do them all the time now. They're like second nature. So I really actually enjoy the live experience and the chatting to people in real time. I think that's really cool. Love that. Sort of linked to the lives is obviously the Women's Prize plod along that I run with Charlie from Charlie Book Reads, and set up also in conjunction with Alice. And that is, if you don't know what that is, it's where we follow the Women's Prize throughout the Women's Prize season, and we get guests on every week to talk about their experience with the Women's Prize books and how people are getting on and thoughts and feelings on the books, and it's just a blast. And when we first thought of the idea for the Women's Prize plod along, we never thought it would turn into the beast that it has become, and we certainly never thought we would have the guests on that we've had. We've had some huge booktubers, the likes of Eric Carl Anderson, Simon Savage, Louise Savage. We had Olive from A Book Olive this year talking about the non-fiction prize. So huge booktubers that I thought would never really be interested in talking to us because we were teeny tiny booktubers. Well, we still are teeny tiny booktubers. So I never thought that would happen. And also the support that we've had from the whole booktube community on that, really. I don't think anyone has ever said no to appearing on the Women's Prize plod along. And so we've had some absolute amazing guests and almost too many people. I mean, we could probably run an interview every day through the Women's Prize season because there's so many people that we'd like to invite. But yeah, I never thought that would be a thing. I never thought I'd be talking to those sorts of people. I thought I would always be in like my little class of 2021, and that's not really a thing anymore. I think it's quite a big thing when you first start your booktube channel. So a lot of the closest bonds I have is for people who started sort of within the same 12-month period as I did. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. So yeah, never thought that would be a thing. And sort of talking about the people, when I used to watch BookTube before I had a BookTube channel, I saw like the whippersnappers were all friends, like the young YA fantasy BookTubers. And I thought, oh right, yeah, but you're like young, like I'm old and crotchety. No one's actually going to want to be my real life friend. And amazingly, I have made some amazing friends on BookTube, and I have met a lot of these people, a fair few of these people in real life. There is a BookTuber meetup that is organised by the fantastic Katie at Books and Things, and I've been on 2 of those. There is another one coming up in October, and you just get to meet all sorts of amazing people, and they're people that you feel like you know because you've watched them, but you don't really know because you've never met them. It's quite a bizarre feeling, but it's amazing. And yeah, I am so thankful that I've met those people and that I have those people in my life. And it kind of showed even more around the time when Alice's death was announced. The amount of people that reached out and showed their support was a little bit overwhelming in some ways, but like the support of the BookTube community is not something to be sniffed at, I would say. So yes. And then the last prompt is evolution. So how has BookTube changed you, and what are your aspirations for the channel going forwards? So I think I've sort of talked about the way it's changed me. I'm definitely more confident in front of the camera. I don't have imposter syndrome anymore. When I first started, I really felt like I shouldn't be here because I wasn't doing the things that all these amazing other people were doing. I don't really have that anymore. I'm quite content in the fact that I'm a small booktuber and I do my thing, and the people that support me, and I'm quite happy with that. That being said, I do try to improve things. I go through periods of plateau, I would say. But I do try to improve things like the sound quality and the lighting, and you might have noticed that I'm in a different position today. Last time I filmed, I tried standing up, but I don't think the sound quality was as good. I'm trying today, I've moved my chair in front of the bookcase, and I'm trying this, and I've got my microphone over here on a stack of books. So it looks quite tidy in frame, but down here there is chaos. Chaos, but it's okay because you can't see it. So I do try to improve things like that. And then really after that, it's all about content, right? So trying to come up with new and exciting content ideas that people are going to be interested in, and also trying to have a good balance on my channel of different types of content. So I do a lot of solo reviews during prize season of the prize books, and then I always do a wrap up and a TBR in each month. I have my Hot or Not series that I run, and some of those are more successful than others. But yeah, just trying to come up with new ideas and new concepts, but also something that I know that I can commit to, because having the time is a challenge. I have a full-time job, I have 2 kids and a dog and a family and, you know, other things, and I need to read as well. So yeah, just trying to like fit it all in. But yeah, I would say actually I don't have a shortage of content ideas, I just have a shortage of time to execute them. So, but trying to think about what would be interesting to viewers. I would also say that my perspective on what defines success has changed quite a lot since I started. I think when you first start, it's all about subs, it's all about subscribers. You're pushing to get to this 1,000 mark, this magic 1,000 subscribers. And obviously I hit that. I hit 2,000 the other day. Woo, whoop, whoop. So thank you very much if you are included in that 2,000 subscribers. If you're not, just jump on now. It's not too late. But I now measure success with different metrics, I would say. Stuff like views and retention time in a video, comments, engagement. Those things are much more important to me than number of subscribers. So yeah, I'd say my perspective on that has changed quite a lot. So yes, there is a bonus prompt, which is to impart any nuggets of wisdom on any new booktubers that might be watching. And I think you probably got a few nuggets out of what I've already said. Do what makes you happy in the moment. Like, I went through a real tag-tastic time and I loved it when I was doing it. If that makes you happy, do that. If you're not happy doing tags, don't do that. That's where I'm at now. Don't feel like you have to buy loads of expensive equipment. You absolutely don't. I have a ring light, which this is on. It's not even turned on. I just use it to hold my phone. I film on my phone. I don't have a camera. And I have a microphone. But you don't need a big chunky one. I had a lapel mic, which cost me like a tenner from Amazon for ages. But I got that for Christmas last year because I'm a geek and I asked for things like microphones for Christmas. So yeah, don't go out and spend a fortune. But people do need to hear you and they do need to see you. So if you haven't got those 2 basic things, then you're going to struggle to keep engagement and get people clicking on your stuff. What else did I say? I'd say thumbnails. I stressed out a lot about thumbnails in the beginning, but they're quite easy to do and they're actually quite fun to do. Just get yourself a Canva account. I was on the free one for ages. I do pay for it now so that I can do the background remove and stuff. But yeah, a nice little thumbnail is not difficult to do. Add a bit of text to it. Don't overthink it. And yeah, just have fun with it and engage in the community, because actually that's what keeps me here, the engagement with the community, both with other booktubers and with subscribers. That is what keeps me coming back for more and keeps me editing till silly o'clock in the morning, is the fact that I'm doing it for the conversations that I will have from it afterwards. So yeah, that is that. I will tag some booktubers in the comment section, but in the description box below. Oh, dear me, words are hard today. So I'll tag some booktubers down there. If you're looking for more booktubers to follow, then obviously go and have a nose around, because they're all some great people. And I did a sort of precursor to this video last year, the evolution of a booktuber tag. So I will leave, no, evolution of a reader. This is evolution of a booktuber. Evolution of a reader tag last year. So I'll leave that there if you want to check it out. And I will see you all very soon with another one. Bye guys.